Good afternoon, everybody. And I want to thank all of our speakers today for their participation, and indeed to you in the audience, both in the room and online, for your participation. It's really been a stimulating day. We've talked about two really important issues today and really explored the challenges that we face as a sector in addressing them, but also a real sense of the ambition that we have in this room and in the sector to really address those challenges and shoot for something much more stable and impressive as a sector in what we can deliver for the public and for the consumer. And I'm now really pleased to move us on to the third topic as Dean introduced, talk about EDI in the context of the sector. We're operating in a changing context, and I just wanted to reflect on that briefly before going into the England and Wales context. Reading daily media reports of the shifts of the global conversation about equality and diversity, and speaking with those who work in this space, there is a clear sense of apprehension and uncertainty, which I'm really picking up on. But what I'm also picking up on is a real sense of resilience and determination from those who are leading action, and we're going to hear more about that later today. Why do I mention this? Because I want to really reaffirm the LSB's commitment to this agenda in this context. This is not least because our founding legislation demands that we protect and promote the public and consumer interests. It demands that we encourage an independent, strong, diverse and effective legal profession. So this isn't optional, this is a statutory duty for us. But equality and diversity and a healthy professional culture are critical to supporting strong confidence and improved services. And this in turn will help create a sector which works more effectively for its employees, for its consumers, for citizens, as well as for the economy and for society more broadly. And of course, regulation is more than setting minimum standards for the profession and stepping in when something goes wrong, and we've been exploring that today. Effective regulation can really help to create more accessible routes for people to enter the profession and practice law. It can provide clear frameworks for ongoing training for lawyers and encourage strategies that promote equality and healthy professional and workplace cultures. So in this way, regulation is a key driver of positive change. Regulation can create a stronger, more outward-facing sector that will support positive outcomes for consumers and really help our economy and sector to thrive. We need to use our extensive data and evidence that we have on the issues facing our sector to lead effective action, impact and accountability. This will be critical to creating a legal profession that truly reflects the society that it serves, from entry-level positions through to the top levels of the profession. You've already heard about the work that we're doing on professional ethics and the consultation that we've launched today, and I really look forward to seeing your contributions to that. Later this year, we will also be consulting on proposed revised expectations for regulators to promote equality and boost diversity. As we embark on this next stage of our efforts on this agenda, we're really seeking to take and to influence more targeted and effective action amongst the regulators that we oversee, that delivers long-term sustainable results for the profession and for the public that it serves. So our proposed approach will also include potential creative and innovative levers beyond our expectations for the regulators that we oversee to deliver our vision for equality, diversity and well-being in the profession. Regulation that is proportionate, targeted and supports sector growth can play a strong and positive role in driving change. We must ensure that regulation does everything it can within the bounds of its remit to create the strong, inclusive legal profession that the public deserves and society needs. But of course, as has also been the theme through our discussions this morning, regulation cannot do this alone. It will not be the only thing to address these systemic barriers. We will need to work in partnership with all of you in the room, those of you online, and those people not here today, to achieve these ambitions. Now more than ever, working in concert to take collective action is going to be vital. So we look forward to continuing that conversation in the lead up to, through and beyond the consultation that I've mentioned, and I look forward to participating in those discussions with you. So really, to hand over to the next part of the session on this topic, I really want to introduce to you Professor Debbie Foster and Lizzie Hardy, who will reflect on the impact of the 2020 Legally Disabled Report on disability, equality and inclusion in the profession 5 years on. Debbie Foster, who's joining online, is Professor of Employment Relations and Diversity at Cardiff Business School and the academic lead for the original 2020 report. And Lizzie Hardy, who's joining us in the room, is an associate Everett Sutherland who specialises in employment law and diversity and inclusion issues and has also been a committee member of the Law Society's Disabled Solicitors Network since 2019. So while Lizzie joins us on the stage, we've also got a question for the audience to kick off discussions. So if our team could now really reveal that on the screen. So, around 16% of the UK working age population identifies disabled. What percentage of lawyers identifies disabled? Is it 20%, 15, 10, 5 or 2? So you can use the QR code as before to share your response, and I will now hand over to Debbie and Lizzie to reveal the answer and begin their discussions. Thank you.